Get your bananas now. Bananas half a shekel for a large bunch. Any takers? Come on, ladies, gents. Come on, have a look at the quality of my produce. I've got your apples. I've got pears. I've got these lovely pineapples just in, and the juiciest little satsumas you'll see anywhere in the empire, I guarantee it. Tell you what, special offer, gather round, special offer today only. Buy any 2 kilos of my fruit, I'll throw you in a couple of these lovely ripe bananas, free of charge. Can't say fairer than that now, can I? Careful, please, sir, with those kumquats if you're not buying. I've got to sell those. Hang on, don't go anywhere. Oh, King, you are most worthy of our worship. Is it over? Sorry about that. Latest whim of our king. He's only gone and built himself a great big statue. You can see it just over there. Every time the music starts, we have to bow down and worship it. Talk about the ego has landed. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Once a day, you'd cope, wouldn't you? Twice even, morning, evening, who'd complain? But it's every 5 flipping minutes, bam, biddly daddly dam, bam, bam. Got to bow down. Honestly, it's enough to drive a sane man completely potty. Oh, not again. Hang on. Oh, your kingness, worthiness, you are most worthy of our worship. Oh, poor knee shot to pieces. No, I know what you're thinking. I know, yeah. Don't do it. Rebel. Come on, you're a big strapping lad. Well, maybe not. Stand up for yourself, man. Just don't bow down and worship. I've got to be honest with you. The odd thought of rebellion has crossed my mind. But you like this. When King Ego issued this edict, he also issued a punishment, a statutory, unarguable punishment. You ready? Anyone spotted, found, or grasped upon, not bowing down and worshipping, thrown into a fiery furnace. Not a nice way to go, I think you'll agree. And, hey, I was a bit skeptical about how sincere our King Ego was about this. But, surely he would object to a whole load of his viable, tax-paying, loyal subjects being thrown into an industrial furnace. Then again, didn't really want to be the first to test the royal resolve on this one. Might be tough, but I'm not stupid. As it happens, some very brave volunteers beat me to it. 3 of them. From his own palace. Don't know their names, don't know them. Tom, Dick, and Harry, that'll do. So, Tom, Dick, and Harry got grassed up by some of the king's officials. Imagine how that one went. Oh, your majesty. Some of your not-so-loyal subjects are refusing to bow down and worship your statue. Slime balls. Well, king gets the roof. Not surprising. Calls the boys in. Now, I wasn't there. But the word in the pub is, it was the king who blinked first. Got the lads in. He said, I'll get the music, get the band in, play the music. You bow down and worship me. No more said about it. In comes the marching band. Up they strike. Bam, diddly, diddly, bam, bam. But the lads, apparently the lads just stood there looking at the king. Why, he lost it. Checked out the band. Checked out some of his officials. Just shouted at the boys, what is going on? And they said, King, we just don't care what you do with us. Throw us in the fire if you have to. The God we serve calls us to only worship him. So, throw us in the fire. If our God is pleased, he will deliver us. But even if he doesn't, we cannot bow down and worship your statue. Gutsy, eh? Well, King was in a bit of a corner, wasn't he? What could he do? Couldn't lose face in front of his court. So, time duly set. Fires duly stoked. Well, I closed up early for this one. Thought I'd catch this bit of fun. Now, you might think that's a bit gruesome, but there's not an awful lot goes on around here by way of entertainment, I've got to tell you. Okay, we get the odd stoning, get the odd flogging. Oh, okay, more than the odd flogging, but hey, you've seen one, you've seen them all, haven't you? And we do get the odd musical. We had a rerun of Cats, Andrew Lloyd Webber's Cats, down at the Coliseum the other Wednesday. But other than that, there's nothing going on. And this proved to be quite a spectacle. Brief, but a spectacle. So, by the time I packed up the stall, got down there, whoa, what a crowd. I was a good 80, 100 meters back from the fire, but it was pretty hot. I could feel the heat from where I was. And we waited. Up comes Tom, Dick, and Harry, all tied up with the guards. Really weird, because the guards threw them in, but the fire was that intense. The guards just keeled over. They were dead. Got big spikes out and dragged them away. And then a murmur rolled back from the front to where I was. Look, look. And we looked. The three boys were walking around. The weird thing is, there was a fourth one in there. No idea who he was or how he got there. 4 of them walking around. Freaked the king out. And he called out, "Come out." Well, they were very grateful to oblige him. Out they came. Again, 4th bloke disappeared. Where'd he go? 3 of them came out. The lads at the front said they weren't scarred, they weren't burnt, their clothes were intact. Apparently, they didn't even smell of smoke. I think we'd just seen a miracle or something. Well, the king was just in awe, quite fearful. He made a great proclamation that the God of these 3 was clearly a true God and worthy of worship, and permission to do so was granted there and then. It was a remarkable day. I've got to tell you, I was quite impressed. I thought, I'm going to find out a bit more about this God of the Jews. So I chatted to some of the Jews, quite a few in our neighborhood. I had a chat with them. And, you know, the more I find out, the more impressed I am. Can't say I'm ready to be thrown into a fiery furnace for him quite yet, but, you know, one day at a time. And the king, crazy. You think about all that he's seen, witnessed with his own eyes and spoken out. He still sets himself up as worthy of worship. And that's a problem with power, isn't it? Absolute power corrupts absolutely. Still, maybe one day he'll see some sense. Maybe one day. Then again, maybe not. Oh, King Nebuchadnezzar, worthy art